Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving a little more into the investment tools. In this video, we're not going to be talking about how to invest or where to invest. Instead, we're going to be talking about three major investment accounts available in Canada, which are TFSA, RRSP, and FHSA. Now, whether you're saving for retirement, a home, or just want a tax-efficient way to grow your money, you have to subscribe to my channel because by the end of this video, you'll probably have an idea about which investment account to choose based on your financial goals. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Also, if you're in the United States, Roth IRA and 401k accounts have similar features to TFSA and RRSP respectively. I'll put a link in the description with more details about Roth IRA and 401k in case you want to check them out. Now, let's break each of them down so that you can make the best decision for your financial future. Starting with TFSA. I've given a bit details about TFSA in my previous video where I provided a beginner guide about how to start investing in stock market from scratch. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it here so you can go and check that out. Now, a TFSA or tax-free savings account is a flexible investment account that allows Canadians to save and invest money without paying taxes on the earnings. It's not just for savings. You can hold various types of investment in a TFSA, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or GICs. It's very simple to start. To open a TFSA, you must be a resident of Canada. And let me clarify that again. To open a TFSA, RRSP, or FHSA, you have to be a Canadian resident, not necessarily a citizen. Whether you are a temporary resident, permanent resident, or a citizen, you can open these investment accounts as long as you have a valid insurance number or SIN. And you should be at least 18 years old. Now, let's talk about the benefits of TFSA account. The biggest benefit of a TFSA is that all investment growth and withdrawals are tax-free. This means no matter how much your investments grow, you don't have to pay a cent in taxes when you withdraw your money. For example, imagine you open a TFSA and deposit $5,000 this year. And over the year, your investments grow by $500. By the end of the year, your account is worth $5,500. Normally, if you withdraw your invested money in a regular brokerage account, you'll have to pay a tax on the gains that you make, which in this case would be a tax on $500. This gain is called capital gains, and any tax you pay on these gains are known as capital gains tax. But since you invested your money in a TFSA and the growth of investments happen in your TFSA, you won't pay any taxes on that $500 gains. Now let's talk about the contribution limit. For 2024, the annual contribution limit is $7,000. This limit was $6,500 last year and it resets every year. So for someone who turned 18 in 2019, the contribution room accumulates from that year onward. And here is a breakdown of the annual limits from 2019 to 2024. From year 2019 to 2022, the annual contribution limit was $6,000 every year. In 2023, it was increased to $6,500, and in 2024, it was increased by another $500, so the limit is $7,000 for 2024. So if you turn 18 in 2019, your total TFSA contribution limit by 2024 is $37,500. And if you have never contributed before to your TFSA, you can deposit all of it in a single year. But if you're contributing and maxing it out every year, then after you reach your yearly limit, you'll have to wait for the next year for the contribution room. Now, are there any withdrawing restrictions? No. You can withdraw your money from TFSA at any time without any penalty. The amount you withdraw gets added back to your contribution room the following year. So for example, if you withdraw $1,000 in 2024, you can recontribute that $1,000 in 2025 in addition to your annual limit that you get every year. So a TFSA is ideal for short-term and long-term goals. It's very flexible and offers fantastic tax advantages. If you're looking for a versatile account to save or invest, a TFSA should be at the top of your list. Moving on to the next one, RRSP, also known as Registered Retirement Savings Plan. It is a retirement savings account that offers tax advantages to help people in Canada save for retirement. Now, RRSP contributions are tax deductible, which can reduce your taxable income. Here's how it's different from TFSA. The money you invest in RRSP doesn't go tax-free. So when you withdraw your investments from RRSP account, you'd still have to pay taxes on the gains that you made. But whatever amount you deposit gets deducted from your total taxable income. For example, if you earned $50,000 before taxes in 2024 and you contributed $5,000 to your RRSP, in this case, you would only pay taxes on $45,000 instead of your whole income. And best advantage is the RRSP matching program, which are provided by the employers. This means if you contribute a percentage of your income to your RRSP and your employer has a RRSP matching program, then they will match your contribution, which is typically 3 to 5% of the annual salary. Now let me explain that again. For example, your pre-tax income is $50,000 per year, and you decided to contribute 10% of your income to your RRSP, which is $5,000. Now, your employer provides an RRSP match up to 5% of your income. That means your employer will contribute $2,500 every year to your RRSP in addition to your regular income. So here you get 4 benefits. You get free money from your employer just because you decided to save for your retirement. You get to save and invest more money for your future. You pay tax on an income of $45,000 instead of your actual income of $50,000. And the best part, you made it this far in this video, so why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and we'll continue with the rest of the video. Now, let's talk about the contribution limit of RRSP. The contribution limit is 18% of your earned income from the previous year, up to a maximum of $31,560. This limit was $30,780 up until last year. So from our previous example, if your pre-tax income was $50,000 last year, your contribution limit would be 18% of your $50,000, which is $9,000. Any unused contribution room can be carried over for the rest of your lives. Now, what are the withdrawal restrictions? Taking money out of an RRSP is usually taxed like regular income. There could also be a penalty if the funds are in locked-in plan. However, there are exceptions such as home buyer's plan if you're planning to buy a house, and the lifelong learning plan if you have a plan for pursuing full-time training or education. These allow you to withdraw your money without paying taxes, but you have to deposit that amount back to your RRSP within a specific time frame. An RRSP is perfect for long-term retirement savings. If your goal is to reduce your taxable income now and save for future, an RRSP is the way to go, and it's ideal to withdraw the money after retirement when you are in a lower tax bracket. Now moving on to the last but not the least, FHSA, also known as First Home Savings Account. It is a new savings account designed to help Canadian residents to save for their first home. The best part about FHSA, it combines the features of TFSA and RRSP, which is your money would grow tax-free and can be withdrawn without paying any taxes like TFSA. Plus, it offers tax-deductible contribution, which means whatever money you deposit in FHSA will not be counted as your taxable income, just like RRSP. For example, if you contribute $5,000 to your FHSA this year, you can deduct that amount from your taxable income, and when you use the money to buy your first home, you can withdraw it tax-free. The catch is, you can only withdraw the money when you're buying your first home in Canada, since it's introduced to encourage people to save money for their first home. The annual contribution limit is $8,000 and the lifetime limit is $40,000 for an individual to contribute towards FHSA. And again, you must be a Canadian resident with a valid SIN aged 18 or older, and a first-time homebuyer, which generally means that you haven't owned a house in the past 4 years. As per the withdrawal restrictions, the funds must be used to purchase your first home. If not used for this purpose, then you can transfer the money to your RRSP or RRIF, another type of retirement account. You can also withdraw the money if you don't intend to buy a house, but taxes will apply on the withdrawal if you have made any gains. So, an FHSA is ideal if you're planning to buy your first home. It offers great tax benefits and helps you save towards that important milestone of buying your first dream house. So, to summarize, if you don't know where to begin from, you can start with a TFSA for general savings and flexibility. If your income falls under a high tax bracket, especially if you're someone with over 100K per year income, you can choose RRSP for immediate tax benefits to save for retirement and withdrawal at a lower tax bracket. And for saving towards your first dream home, an FHSA is the best option. So I hope by now you have an idea about which account to choose based on your financial goals. If you found this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share this with someone who will benefit from these information. Thanks for watching and stay safe.